This is one of the most important programs we've got in the Navy. It's going to be part of the backbone of the Navy of the future.
The LCS program was designed because looking forward to the 21st century, there's threats that are the shallow coastal areas of the world. The ships are not primarily designed to defend. We are there not to replace those major combat operating forces, but instead to augment and to support them.
One of the things that I've tried to enforce is you don't design a ship while you're building it. Because too often that happens, and it happened in the case of LCS. A decade ago when this program started, the design just wasn't mature. It wasn't ready to be put into a ship, and changes got made, and that drove the cost up. But we've got that under control.
I'm Commander Matt Jerby. I'm the commanding officer of LCS-2, otherwise known as USS Independence. This is a brand new ship, a brand new concept of operations, and everything's a departure from how we've done it in the past. It was commissioned last year. We're still in what's called the developmental testing phases.
The LCS-2 is aluminum trimaran. It looks different from most Navy ships.
We are all aluminum, the first all aluminum ship in the Navy. The reason it's all aluminum is because we are a significantly sized vessel, but we still have to have a shallow draft in order to operate in the coastal shallow waters.
The combat ship, very fast, very agile, modular. You put different weapon systems on, pull them off depending on the mission. So you can change out technology, you can change out weapons without changing the whole ship.
This ship is not designed for major combat operations. The weapons on her are designed for smaller threats. We have a 57mm gun, which is specifically capable of dealing with small, agile targets better than the larger guns that some other ships have. We have a single missile system that's designed for self-defense against incoming missiles.
The type of combat this ship is made for is anti-mine warfare, anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare. We'll use the LCS as a platform to send out unmanned vehicles, whether unmanned aerial vehicles, unmanned undersea vehicles, unmanned surface vehicles.
We have 3 different mission packages. Each of them have their own sensors, weapons, specially trained personnel, support equipment, and we'll have additional a helicopter or helicopters with their own sensors specifically tailored to counter and deal with that particular mission. Well, this ship has gone over 40 knots. It's about 45 miles an hour.
A traditional ship will have either a gas turbine or a diesel engineering plant. We combine the two together into one. That provides us with a little bit more flexibility. The diesel engines are very fuel efficient, especially at the lower speeds, but occasionally we need to go fast, and so at that time we'll also turn on the gas turbine engines, give us that little extra kick of power. This is the hangar bay. In here we will store up to 2 SH-60 helicopters or up to 6 Fire Scout unmanned vertical takeoff aerial vehicles. This is the flight deck. Out here we can land 2 SH-60s simultaneously, or we could land 1 helicopter in the center position. And in the aft port position we can launch the Fire Scout, which is our remote controlled helicopter. This bridge is a bit more modern than traditional Navy ships. We've got a lot of computers. Up here you can see 5 screens that we use to help us control the